All right, let's dive right in. The 2026 World Cup group stage is absolutely massive. And if you want to know exactly when and where your favorite team is playing, you are in the perfect place. Let's break down every single match and date in this explainer. We're talking about a tournament that literally spans the United States, Canada, and Mexico. From June 11th straight through to the 27th, we are dealing with three host nations, multiple time zones, and a daily schedule that is packed to the brim. To keep things organized, we've broken the schedule down into 5 quick phases. Kickoff from June 11th to 14th, the first round wraps from the 15th to 17th, the second round from the 18th to the 21st, our mid-tournament phase from the 22nd to the 24th, and those crazy final group games from the 25th to the 27th. And we really need that structure, because we are looking at a whopping 48 teams competing across 12 different groups, A through L. That means a mountain of match data to cover, so you might want to grab a calendar. Okay, phase 1, kickoff, running from June 11th to the 14th. Right out of the gate, on June 11th, the hype is just unreal. Look at this. We've got Group A's Mexico taking on South Africa at 3 p.m. Eastern down in the legendary Estadio Azteca. Then, literally the very next day, Group D features the USA battling Paraguay at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The geographic spread is incredible right from day one. Moving into the weekend, Saturday, June 13th, treats us to an absolute heavyweight clash in Group C. We're talking Brazil and Morocco at MetLife Stadium. And Sunday the 14th, it is non-stop action. You've got Australia versus Turkey up in Vancouver and the Netherlands facing Japan all the way down in Arlington. Pause if you need to find your squad here. Moving on to Phase 2. The first round wraps up June 15th through the 17th. This is where the real juggernauts hit the pitch. By the 15th and 16th, we're seeing Spain taking on Cape Verde in Atlanta, France facing Senegal at MetLife, and Argentina matching up against Algeria over in Kansas City. It's just back-to-back world-class football. And Match Day 1 officially caps off on June 17th. Check out this super intense Group L showdown between England and Croatia at 4 p.m. Eastern in Arlington. Once the final whistle blows that day, every single team will have played their opening game. Now, before we look at round 2, it is wild to consider the sheer, grueling climate differences these teams are going to face. I mean, playing a match at the high altitude of Estadio Azteca in Mexico City requires a completely different strategy than playing down on the sunny coastal shores of Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Environmental adaptation is a massive, hidden variable in this tournament. All right, Phase 3, the second round from June 18th to the 21st. These are those make-or-break pivotal second game moments. On Friday the 19th, the USA faces Australia up at Seattle's Lumen Field. And the night before that, Mexico battles South Korea down in Zapopan. This is the point in the tournament where teams either find their footing or, honestly, start to panic. Then we hit the weekend of June 20th and 21st, which delivers absolute nonstop action. You've got European powerhouses fighting to lock down those early knockout spots. Germany is playing Ivory Coast up in Toronto, while Spain takes on Saudi Arabia back down in Atlanta. Feel free to hit that pause button again to scan for your team. So we are covering a whole lot of ground really quickly. And with 48 teams in the mix, it's easy to get overwhelmed. Take a quick second to breathe. Have you spotted your favorite team's crucial match days yet? Because it only gets crazier from here. Which brings us to Phase 4, the mid-tournament stretch, June 22nd to the 24th. Here, Groups I, J, K, and L are really battling it out. On Monday the 22nd, Argentina takes the stage again in Arlington, this time against Austria. Then on Tuesday the 23rd, England plays Ghana up in Foxborough. At this stage, literally every single game is crucial for points and goal differential. Now notice the major scheduling shift on June 24th. This is where we start seeing simultaneous group match kickoffs. Switzerland versus Canada and Bosnia versus Qatar both kick off at exactly 3 p.m. Eastern. The tournament does this across the board to ensure absolute fairness, so teams can't game this system based on other match results. And finally, Phase 5, the final group games, June 25th through the 27th. The stakes here are at an absolute peak. Look at June 25th. The USA will face Turkey in Inglewood at the exact same time Paraguay plays Australia in Santa Clara. That is going to completely decide the fate of Group D. The drama of these simultaneous showdowns is just unmatched. Moving to June 26th, the day is highlighted by a potentially magical Group H clash between Uruguay and Spain, under the lights at Estadio Akron in Zapopan. Meanwhile, Cape Verde and Saudi Arabia battle simultaneously over in Houston. The tension across these dual venues is going to be electric. And the group stage officially concludes on Saturday, June 27th, with 6 massive fixtures. Panama plays England while Croatia plays Ghana, and Jordan faces Argentina at the exact same time Algeria faces Austria. It perfectly caps off a truly breathless 17 days of football. So, what exactly is the result of all this scheduling madness? Well, from these fierce battles across 12 groups, exactly 12 group winners and their runners-up will emerge to continue their incredibly exciting journey, because once the dust settles on June 27th, the greatest tournament on Earth shifts entirely from the sprawling schedule into its unforgiving knockout phase. The roadmap we just walked through is exactly how we get there. So, with every single date, time, group, and venue meticulously mapped out for you in this explainer, which do or die match are you officially circling on your calendar? Get your watch parties ready and let the countdown begin.